Oh man, here I am about to go. Here I am about to talk about the man.
So what were you playing?
I was playing Medieval, the re-release, remastered version of it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I was playing Medieval, and I was like, oh, and made me get my mind off of what's gonna happen tomorrow, because I need the distraction. But here I am about to talk about the guy. Oh god, dude, I really don't want to go to work. I really don't want to go to work tomorrow because of him.
I
Ah,
know, I know.
shit. All right.
Alright. Alright, people. So this is a quick podcast thing. You know, I don't do these much, so I don't know what to title this yet. Whatever happens, happens. Anyway, I should probably get some music for this.
You better put that mum background music, about that man that's coming out tomorrow. I know you hate the song, but you gotta put it, man.
Which one?
Just the one that they did for, I believe the one they released for Capcom vs SNK 2 in the training stage, and I believe it comes from. I'm not sure if it's Real About 1, 2, or 3. It's one of those. But yeah.
Do you have Terry Fail for you too?
I can't remember. Just put a Terry montage up in there, even though they're mad, mad boring. But there's a specific one. But do what you will. Do whatever you will. Do what you will. Regardless, this month is coming out tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Get ready to get power dunked. Oh god, it's gonna be so lit.
Okay, okay. So we've been talking about this guy, like, we talked about him, what, Friday, I think? Friday or Saturday?
Friday or oh, I want to say Friday, but Saturday I didn't show up. Saturday I was out.
Alright, alright.
It's Friday.
Okay.
Friday, last week. Oh, man.
But, we were trying to figure out what can this guy do for this game, since we know now it's not going to be like a 20-minute direct like how Banjo and Joker were.
That's what I don't get. Not even Hero made it to 40 plus
he
hours
was
a
like
minute.
27 minutes or 26 minutes, something like that.
And this mofo has a list with his down B, and they had to go through every single one of these. Like what? What the hell is Terry gonna even do?
I don't know, man. And like I figure being a Terry main yourself, maybe you can help me out here along with the viewers that will be watching.
But that's the thing. Is he gonna go all in and just add everything that Terry has been doing the past, what, 30 years? 25 years? It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be ridiculous. Like, what? We're gonna actually play him like a King of Fighters character? How Geese showed up in Tekken being like an actual King of Fighters character? He's gonna be like, F smash, I'm gonna fight my own way? Nah, dog, I don't believe that. I feel like he's just gonna be like Ryu and Ken. He's gonna show up, he's gonna never turn around when it's a one-on-one fight.
I mean, that's
so
the simple stuff. That's the simple stuff.
Yeah, simple to you, because I like to turn around and smash and give you a back air or
that's
whatever.
the obvious simple stuff, as in like that's
so,
that they're going to do that because that's a fighting game thing. But what
that's
is
so stupid.
but what is part of like Fatal Fury history that they brought to the table outside of like supers and maybe like their
I don't.
movement
But
system?
the thing is, back then in I'm gonna go to like vanilla ass Fatal Fury 1. Fatal Fury 1. I want to say maybe the arcade version because I don't recall him having crack shot in the Super Nintendo version. Maybe I just didn't know how to do it. But back then in the arcade version, he had crack shoot for some reason. But it was a charge motion. It was down back to down forward, and you had to charge it to do crack shoot. It was super weird.
Yeah. Also, Nelson, if you want to show up, I know I just immediately left, but like I know you're very knowledgeable. That's why I'm like, if you want to show up for this in the actual podcast, feel free to jump in the chat if you're available. Because I wasn't sure if I was good to do this or not.
Ew.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
Like, if you want to get technical with the whole Terry situation since day one, Fatal Fury was a 3-button fighter game. You had your punch button, your kick button, and your grab button. It was super weird.
Was there not a D at the time?
No. I'm talking about Fatal Fury 1. I'm not talking about Real Bout, none of that, when they added like all that weird stuff, you know.
But they also had the lane system where you can go from side to side.
But
it wasn't.
But
D
it was
what they used the lane system for?
Probably. But
well, no, it's a 2-button.
it was like a 3-button. It's a weird game. It was a fucking weird game. It was bad. It was bad. That game was jank. It didn't even feel like a fighting game, bro. It was jank.
It could possibly be a worse than the first Street Fighter. By that time, they figured it out. It's
that was way better than the first Street Fighter.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. But the moves didn't work when you wanted it to. Like if you were trying to do Power Wave, you had to smash the living hell out of that.
And isn't SNK made up of previous Capcom guys that made Street Fighter 1?
Yes.
Alright, so it could be a worse.
Yes, but the thing is with the motions for Fatal Fury 1 all the way up to Fatal Fury 3, there was very precise inputs. It wasn't mashing, but it wasn't mashing, but you had to like legitimately do like, let's say
down, forward, punch. Like you
had
to
do the exact input.
Yes, like let's say for an example, if you're trying to do a power geyser, so you have to do a half circle back, half circle forward, then they forget to tell you to do up forward, then punch.
Okay, let's make this simple for the people that will be watching. There's no shortcuts.
No.
You have
not in the old games, no.
Yeah.
No.
There's no secondary motions that like are hidden to you that you could possibly do if you input it wrong. Whatever it said is what it said.
Is what it said. Like in Fatal Fury 1, when you like progress through the game, like and it tells you, and now do the finishing move. It would tell you, to do Power Wave, you gotta do down, forward, and punch. The finishing blow, like what? And then you had to literally do it like that. You can't just slide your finger and boom, press it. No, it wouldn't work. It would not work for the life of you. You could try to play the game yourself back in the day, and you would not. Because I bought it for the Switch. I rebought it for the Switch. Like I was like, I'm gonna play the first one, and that's the only one I care about because that's the one I had back in Super Nintendo days. And it is still as bad as I remember. I was like, no, this fucking sucks. but yeah, man, it's the game I like, man. And that was my first fighting game, if you will, before Street Fighter, before anything else.
That's totally fine to me.
Yeah, and then like I told you back when Friday, that my uncle was the one who would rent these games and bring them home and be like, I got this, and then when he put Street Fighter, I was like, what is this? This is different than what I'm used to, and then from there we had a whole like I like SNK, you like Capcom kind of deal, but I didn't even know they were two different things, Back then, for the life of me, every red dude with fucking blonde hair, I thought that was Terry Bogard. I swear to God that I thought Ken was Terry Bogard when I first saw Street Fighter.
I mean, if it means anything to you, I thought, like, what is this? What is this guy that kind of looks like Guile doing in King of Fighters when I played 97 for the first time? When I saw
Benny Maru?
Benny Maru. His ridiculous hair.
Oh my God, no!
Yeah, but he's a metrosexual. He's a metrosexual rich guy.
Yeah, and this is before I knew what like JoJo was as well. So I had absolutely no idea what all these references were in these older games.
Yeah.
Kids back then, we wouldn't know any better.
I mean, I knew a set amount of anime, and like JoJo was an anime OVA at the time, but that was one of the ones my sisters picked up because my sisters helped me like introduce me into all this anime stuff at the time.
I had to learn it my own, myself, because I didn't have nobody like that in my family. I still don't have nobody like that in my family.
You are the guy like that in your family.
I am the only one. So I had to learn my own self. Like, oh, I like Dragon Ball. Oh, I like this. Like, oh, Gundam? What is that? Tsunami? Yeah, whatever. I had to learn it myself. The only one that taught me the violent side of the world, it was my uncle, and he would rent these weird games. And just, here you go. Play that. And then, yeah.
For me, it was my older sister and her ex at the time. He was the one that showed me into a lot of these video games, a lot of these fighters, and a lot of these animes.
For me, it was my uncle and I guess my dad back in the day when he would buy me this crap. Like, and then thanks to him, like I said before, he bought the Super Nintendo, and boom, there was Fatal Fury right there. I'm like, what the f-? And like I told you, on Friday, you put the game in, the character select screen is in the middle guy. I just pressed the give me that one. I don't.
Yeah, and it was legitimately only 3 characters. It was
3 characters, yo.
Andy Bogard,
Andy or Joe. That's it.
When I saw Terry for the first time, I thought he doesn't look like a fighting game character. He looks like a character out of a beat 'em up. And then I saw the character select screen in that game for the first time. Like
right, the map. Back, it looks like
and I'm like, this is a fighting game. All 3 of them look like a protagonist out of a beat 'em up of various sorts. Maybe except Joe.
I'm surprised SNK didn't try something with that.
There's a fan game that's a beat 'em up.
Of course, there's the fan game. There's a fan game of everything nowadays.
It's a fun one.
I would have liked to play some kind of Southtown.
I'll have to send you this with best friends playthrough of it. The one-time quick look of it. It was a really fun looking game.
A la River City style, like
something like that. And even now, a lot of their mobile games are doing this beat 'em up thing. Like I think they're on their 3rd one.
So now they're realizing the dream that we
like I think they had I think they had 1 MMO and like 2 or 3 beat 'em ups that were mobile. And they're on their 3rd or so mobile game that is a beat 'em up. Was it Terry Direct, Adam? Terry Bogard of Fatal Fury and King of Fighters is going to be in Smash Bros. Soon, and I want to do a quick prediction thing, like everyone else is doing. But I figured
just to have it.
I figured just to have it, just to get into the habit of doing these podcasts and hosting them. And
so what about Terry Bogard are you trying to predict that?
Everything. I want to know what sort of like music he's going to have, what sort of moves he's going to have, what sort of taunts he's going to have.
So can we like put the elephant in the room and say that if it wasn't for Kings of Fighters, Smash Brothers wouldn't exist?
Yeah, probably, because they're the first crossover fighting game.
Yeah.
And
so let's put that out there. And because the creator of Smash Brothers even said it when he was growing up, he grew up playing Fatal Fury all the way up to Kings of Fighters 98, and his favorite character was Terry Bogard and a few others. And he was like, if it wasn't for that, I would have never came up with the idea for Smash Brothers in the first place. So,
well, there you go. So, ding ding, point for King of Fighters / SNK.
Here I was thinking like, okay, he's in because of all the contributions to fighting games SNK has done over the years, from mechanics to just movement systems.
Yeah, because if you think about it,
and all in between.
King of Fighters, didn't they start with the whole short hopping bullcrap?
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, they started with the whole short hops, rolls, doing rolls back and forth. Yeah.
Three movement system as a whole is due to them. Supers is due to them. SNK's ability to produce vocals in a video game is due to Athena in her arcade game having a vocal track for the very first time in a video game. So SNK has done a lot of contributions over the years to video games that people either just don't know or really don't think about. when they play a video game now.
Yeah.
Yeah, short hopping is the term of when you do a super jump in a regular fighting game. You know how you'll go extremely high? Well, it's more or less the same way, but short hopping, it moves you forward faster, and you're much lower to the ground, so you can keep pressure.
Did they also invent super jumps as well?
No.
Probably.
No.
Probably.
No.
The Children of Adam get that first?
Yeah, Children of the Atom was right there with super jumps.
Okay.
It's moving.
Whoever was Nelson or better known as Mugen_Kitsuki that you have been speaking to and have been trolled with.
Yeah, it's me. So do you think that he's gonna have all his moves from Fatal Fury up to KOF 94 in Smash?
That'll be ridiculous, to be honest, but
I think he might. Because you're getting a direct that is 44 minutes long and is supposed to be specifically about him and the 6.0 update stuff. We're not getting to see a new character or a set of new characters.
You might see a new character. That's the rumor going on right now, because they said that you have one more character for the past, and they might reveal something of a new character. Not 100% sure.
I mean, I would like to see it, but you know, if they do it like how they did with the whole Banjo stuff, where like, oh, here's this guy, and then you're not gonna see them until
because I think a lot of what they're going to show, or at least a good 5 minutes of it, might be the stage itself, and how it might be able to randomize characters.
Right, that's what I was gonna get to. Like, here's the KOF stage, but when we saw the first glimpse of Terry doing the Power Wave and Burn Knuckle, you can see Ryo in the background.
Yeah.
Right. So it's gonna be like, oh, now you can see Kyo or Mai or this guy. It'll be like something like that. So that's why I'm saying they're gonna add King of Fighters music.
I think they have to, because the stage says
King of Fighters
on it. With
right.
The Smash
it's not
logo.
Southtown. It's not Fatal Fury only. It's KOF. It's representing what King of Fighters is. So, it's gonna get good, man. I'm down.
They're gonna play all the good KOF or Fatal Fury music from like the best stages. Hopefully.
Like the best team music that you can think of. So.
Yeah, that would be good. As of moves, I'm pretty sure he'll have the Power Wave. I'm pretty sure he'll have Power Geyser. I'm pretty sure he'll have. I'm pretty sure he'll have.
Buster Wolf is a given. That's another final smash.
Yeah, Buster with Crack Shoot he'll have. Power Dunk he'll have.
See now that's where I'm at. I'm like, will he have Power Dunk?
He should, because if you think about it, you have your regular standard B attack, you have your A attacks, and then you have your directionals for your B and A attacks. And then you also have jumping attacks, including grabs, and then you also have your smash move. So with that being said, he should have all his moves. He should. There's no excuses. He should also have like some of his good normals that he has in the game, where he does the step long kick, the forward heavy punch when he hits you twice.
I want that so bad. I want to go like hit checks and then go into either whatever.
And then he also
that's gonna be so sick. Goddamn Terry. I'm hyped.
Like he should have the power grab where he like picks you up and then like throws you down dumb hard. He should have
I think it's gonna work the same way, cause his forward throw in King of Fighters, he uppercuts you, but then when he does back throw, he just slams your ass. So I think that's how it's gonna work. His forward throw is gonna be the uppercut, and then the back throw is gonna be the big body slam thing. But then what's his down throw? Then what's his up throw? Cause Smash has that.
Yeah, I mean they could be creative, or they can make. I was also hearing rumors that if moves that doesn't make it to like the actual attacks, like let's say like Rising Tackle. Let's say if that doesn't make it. No, but I'm just saying if it's not, then you can make that as a grab, and then you can get launched in the air, and then.
That's what I was thinking when it came to Power Dunk. I was like, maybe Power Dunk is gonna be one of his throws. It's weird because Power Dunk up close lifts you up, and then he gives you the big brief punch. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, is he gonna have power dunk? Because it's gonna be so weird. If they want to go with old ass Terry, because Terry didn't get power dunk until like way later.
Yeah, he had power dunk, and I think in Fatal Fury 3, I think. That was real bout Fatal Fury. I can't really.
Well, will he be able to power charge into power dunk?
I wouldn't be surprised. Again, if they made him very similar to how he is in his SNK counterparts, then I wouldn't really be surprised.
Because like Ryu has like all of his basic stuff, like crouch and short into Hadouken, or like...
Right, but we're talking about like doing normals into your special move. Remember, King of Fighters isn't like, oh, I could do normals into special. So it's weird.
No, you can depending on what game it is, because if you're talking about like KOF 96 and 98, yeah, you can technically do a super move into a super move.
That's what I'm saying. King of Fighter style, but Street Fighter, Ryu's, what is he doing? Hitting you with a normal, hitting you with another normal, and here's my show to you. Like, that's normal Capcom things, but KOF is like, what? Like, you can cancel power charge into power dunk? Like, that's some nasty thing. Like, so what are you trying to say? If they give Terry Bogard, I want to say power charge for his dash attack, you telling me I could do dash attack into, what, down B, up B or some crap, and do power dunk?
I wouldn't be surprised. Now, here's my question to you guys. Would you rather, for his smash move, would you rather him to have the power geyser where he hits the ground 3 times? Would you rather have him have the Buster Wolf where he's like, are you okay? Would you rather have him have the power dunk special that he has in 2002? Or...
like the Rock Howard one?
No, the one that he does...
The one that he doesn't...
No, the one that he does in 2002. No, in 2002, he basically shoulders you, but he lifts you up, hits you up 3 times, and then the power dunk comes out.
The one that he sounds like, the one that he says like "No Mercy," Gason bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like rushes in with his shoulder.
Yeah.
Lifts you up with an upper, and then boom, big ass geyser. Yeah.
Either that or the Neo Deadly Rave.
Yeah. That could work too.
As a smash.
I would like. I just want him to have the the 3 geyser move if you're far away.
Far, and then if you're close, you'll do Buster Wolf. That's what I want. Yeah, because I want him to have 2, just like Ryu and Ken. You know how Ryu and Ken.
And I think it makes more sense for him.
Shinyu.
Or at the very least, if he's going to have like, let's say if he has his own bar, like his own special bar, like
Geese in Tekken.
Like Geese in Tekken, but like say like it works like the KO punch. Like he builds the meter for it.
Oh, he builds it up while getting damage or doing damage.
I would like for you to be able to, like, if you have Final Smash set, where you could do his first super and then do his Final Smash super.
Oh, that would be something.
Okay.
Yeah, like do like dream cancels, but in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, like if he has to have one super, can we at least have like a secondary meter super that you could use whenever you want? And if you're playing Final Smash meter mode, you could actually do these 2 together.
Yeah, so cancel one.
Like for Flash,
cool,
you know?
I guess
just to pay homage to the idea of this is how SNK fighters like to play.
Yeah, like, oh, here's the level 1, but then here's the level 2 afterwards. Yeah, doing those like dream cancel stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, but god.
Now, what about as of outfits? What outfits would you like to see Terry have besides the classic one that we already know he has now?
I mean,
clearly the Garrow, like long hair jacket, you know, that one, and then obviously 14 Zone, which is a bit different looking.
If it was still like Wii U, where there was just like, I don't care how many costumes this character has, just put them all, I would say just put in all 4.
The ones that he had in Maximum Impact as well, man, would have been nice. But for me, like he can have 4 of the original, or like his base one, and then 4 colors of the Garrow with the like brown jacket and his hair down. Like, I'll be sad. I'll be like, oh, I'm happy. I don't care about anything else.
Okay. So now here's my next question, because again a lot of rumors have been going around, even though I'd rather not play Smash, but again it's inevitable.
Yeah,
what happens with the homages? Meaning, when Kirby sucks in Terry, what's going to happen?
It has to be the
hat. But what will it say? Will it say Fatal Fury?
It does say Fatal Fury. Supposedly it got leaked. It says Fatal Fury literally.
Okay.
And supposedly it got leaked. So it says Fatal Fury, and obviously we're gonna hear Kirby saying Power Wave because clearly Neutral B is gonna be his Power Wave.
Yep.
And do you know that if his taunt is an actual hit when he throws the hat?
I don't know. It could be one of them because like you have 3 taunts in Smash.
Yes.
So one of them could easily be that.
Okay.
Or it could easily be his win animation.
One of his win animations, yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's what I mean. I want it as a projectile, like just throw somebody off stage and go, okay, throw you the hat. That's so sick. That sounds sick.
Why?
Already,
so you can take something else from me?
Dude! Dude, do you not know how many times? Dude, that sounds so sick. Doing, okay, here's the hat. You know, take your jump, and then you're gonna try to up BI jump off, do burn knuckle. Dude, that sounds so sick. Like, it's so sick. I want to do it. I want to do something like that. But if he doesn't have the hat toss, it's fine. He'll probably have it in his victory screen at the end. But
I think it's going to be in the game either way. Well, either way or both.
Yeah,
right.
So it's gonna be there.
That's
a Terry thing.
I definitely think his come on quote is going to be there. And I think maybe his whistle is going to be there.
Yeah, like when you do assist, his whistle. Oh god, that's gonna be so sick too.
And maybe like his stand-up one.
That's what I want. Like I want like at least down taunt to be stand-up. Oh, that would be so nice. Oh, dude, that'd be so cool.
What about you, though? So what do you think he'll have in terms
for
of
his
taunts?
Taunt, probably the hat throw, the come on, and the hey you.
Oh, that's what I did forget.
I forgot about that one. Hey you! He did it in Capcom vs. NK as well. The hey you thing.
The hey you thing I think is more appropriate because it's like you're directly taunting in a fighting game, so I can see that happening. Let's see, what else was I brought to my attention of? I think the stage that they showed us for like that little leak when they showed like that 10-second clip with him like hitting a character. The arena looks very similar to 2002 UM. If I'm not mistaken, if anyone remembers that stage, you can Google it.
Match.
Yeah, from Ultimate Match of KOF 2002. It looks like the same arena, but of course that Nintendo put its little flair and symbols and shit like that. So.
Like they did that with the Little Mac Boxing Arena, where they just made it like a universal boxing stage rather than specifically Punch-Out. It can be a Punch-Out stage, but you can change it to be a Smash Bros. Specific one.
That's what I'm guessing. Like the KOF logo looks too modernized as well. I don't know if it's the 14 one or the one that they showed. For
it also has the Smash logo inside the O.
Right, right inside the O. Yeah, so they did their own flair.
They definitely did a little extra flair to it, and I think maybe they adjusted a couple of things so that they could work with the board, so that they can use it for replays. So they can use it for replays. They can use it for stats, maybe.
Or the character swim lanes and whatnot, like always.
I did hear someone mention that like one of his moves could be Joe and Andy as strikers, but I don't really think that's the case.
Ooh, that'll be.
Well, that would be great if it was a taunt. Then that would be great if it was a taunt because then you'll be taking the system from KOF 99. That would actually be not bad, actually, to have strikers as a taunt, because then if you put it as his regular moves, it'll kind of take away the identity of what Terry is, and I don't think you want to do that. Yeah, so if they did something like that, I would say like a taunt, like how, if I'm not mistaken, if you taunt with Cloud, doesn't he raise his limit break thing?
He does the animation for it, but it doesn't actually limit. It doesn't actually build the limit break.
Right. Okay. So he does the animation for it, but it does the bar when you're charging, when you do a certain move. So it could be something cool where, again, I doubt the game's gonna be like that OD. Where if they added strikers, they'll be like, all right, select the character that you can add for your striker, and they'll have a preset amount of characters. And you get to pick one. That would be fucking sick.
That would actually be pretty funny if like you could pick.
If you could pick one of the actual Smash characters.
Yeah, you press the button for like your character, and it gives you like a smaller coin to like now pick a striker.
Dude, that'd be so funny. Terry and Link throws a boomerang.
Yeah, like everyone like, does their neutral attack, and it's like a special version of like Kirby's copy ability. Where you actually just choose a character to be this button now.
It's not a bad idea if they can.
If they can
implement that, that would be an interesting idea.
They also did say there won't be any modes. So
no new modes. No
new modes.
Why do they need 40 plus minutes to talk about this, man? Like,
yeah.
What are you talking about? How many moves is he gonna have? 100?
I think he's going to have them all. I think he's going to have quite a few normals as well, because command normals are a huge deal in SNK games.
Yeah, but 40 minutes might, like I said, it might just be revealing the character, like showing like his actual trailer, like his actual built up, and then they'll have like actually of him playing. They'll talk about the new update that you was just talking about. Then they'll do like, like a small thing where they implement like, oh, here's the stage, this is where this came from. He'll probably throw some history about how he became about. And like I said, it might be a character reveal or more information on like when we can expect new DLC.
Yeah, because with the last two or so, it has gone down that specific formula of here's the trailer again, here is the character breakdown, here's the stage breakdown, here is the update breakdown, and in the case of I think it was Simon and Victor, they did a breakdown of all the music that they was going to put, and
the shadow, in the monsters that show up in the stages as well.
And in the case,
there's Wolf, here's Camilla, here's this guy. Yeah, they actually did all that. So they're probably gonna do that with Terry too.
In the case,
they're gonna explain who's who.
Of Banjo, they also went into detail about the character's history. Being with Nintendo, and like here is an advertisement for buying their game. I think they did that with Joker as well.
The Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, I think they did that with Joker as well and told you could play like the Persona 3DS games or something.
Yeah, and then Banjo as well, they were like, oh, look at the background, you can see his sister in the background. Oh, but you could also see, I was like, what? Well, why do we need to know this? I mean, okay, details.
But what I also would like to have, if they don't have like everything of like Terry's music, because Terry only has like a few samples of music depending on what game he's in, but I would also like very well-known SNK music to be in the game as well, like probably like Geese Howard's music for his final
that
stage.
Definitely has to be
there. That's gonna be there regardless.
Now, which version are they going to use? They're
gonna make their own remix of it. Watch.
No, they have to have the original, because if SNK is allowing them to have the character, they gotta have both the original and a remix. Yeah.
Okay.
Be like that. Watch.
Okay, so which one are they going to use? Are they going to use the Fatal Fury one, or are they going to use the fighting one?
The Fatal
Fury.
Okay.
I also would like them to have Geese Howard's stage where it shows the fucking the sliding doors, and it does it 3 times, and then you see like the stage like pulling out like the camera, and it shows you like all the contestants and whatnot. Counts down to 3, 2, 1, and the music just kicks in. Oh, dang! Oh my god!
That'd be so hype when you actually get the song. It does the freaking sliding doors. Like what?
Yeah,
no,
that's what I'm saying.
Yo.
But also what I would like, I don't know how much like attention to detail that can be, but let's say for an example, if it was the final 2, and you're about to win the match, and you know how like when you hit someone, they either go off screen or they see like a little speck of them and it goes, ding! or whatever. Let's say if it's Geese's stages and you knock him off and you break the wood and then you fall down and you fall down all the way to your death.
Oh damn! This
That
guy's
would be
going.
sick. Like that would be so sick.
That sounds like Final Smash material right there. Like, oh, Terry just gives you the big ass kick, knocks you off the thing, and just you see the character going, whoa!
Oh, like kind of like King DDs.
Yeah, like how he hits you into the cage.
The cage match.
Yeah.
So it just transports you to. It just transports you to Geese stage.
To Geese's stage, he gives you a big ass buster whoop, and all you see is the character falling off the.
That would be
funny.
so sick.
Oh my
for a
God.
Final Smash, that would be nice for like a cinematic.
It would be
Smash.
interesting
like,
Final
what?
Smash. Cause
Yeah,
I've seen some things brought around. I've seen the obvious, like the one we mentioned, where he's probably just gonna have two. One's close, one's far. I've seen one that's like Shulk's and like Mega Man's, where it's the rally type of super.
Oh, like just a bunch of characters.
Just a bunch of characters that do their thing and bust the wolf at the end. Like maybe it's like his team, where like Andy does a super.
Tornadoes.
Right,
Yeah.
and then it ends up with Buster Wolf at the end.
Ooh, that'd be. I would like that. I would like that a lot. Like
I've seen that one thrown around, but this thing about it transporting to Geese's stage, that is the first time I have heard that.
Yeah, that would be so sick. He'll take it to Geese stage and then does the whole, "Are you okay?" Bob bops you with it, and then all you see is the character falling off the building
side.
It's either that or, like I said, they should just have it so, like, you knock them out normally and
It's a special star KO.
Right, and then there'll be a special KO when there's only just one-on-one left, and then you hit them off whatever move it may be. Final Smash, the regular hit.
Now here's my thing. What if you fight one-on-one, and let's say you beat Mario, and then that's one of Terry's victory screens. He actually does the kick you off the building thing. Whoa! There goes Mario. He's done.
Well, that would be kind of over excessive for a Nintendo game. I'm just saying. I don't think they would like let it go that hard.
They're very bright a character with a gun. I don't even care anymore.
No, but I mean excessive as like you falling off to your death. Like that's OD.
No, but they don't have to take it. They don't have to take it to the point where like, oh, he fell off a building. Oh, he's dead. No, they could just have Mario frozen in freeze frame, just like, oh, he's falling. Now you hear Terry in the background saying, okay, or something. Oh crap.
They could just do the actual star KO thing where like once you can't see the character anymore, you see a flash.
Ding! Yeah, star ding.
Yeah. That's the better thing to use.
And then the camera will zoom out from the the sidewalk concrete crap, and then there's Terry again.
I don't think it's going to go full more combat where like you uppercut a person and you see them fall into the pits. I don't think it's going to be that.
All I want is, I don't care who get knocked off the building if they do it. All I want to hear is the old ass whoa. I want to hear that. I don't care if it's a woman. There's whoa, that old geese yell thing. I want to hear that. They used it in the trailer, for fuck's sake. Which Geese is trying to grab the invitation. All you hear is the whoa. I'm like, oh, that's good. I like it. So I want them to use that, the whole kick you off the balcony thing. I would like that. That'd be cool. For win cores, I guess.
Yeah. What else could we hope to expect?
This guy's gonna be in too many buttons. Too many retarded crap where you press taps for moves and then hold, just like Ryu and Ken. Which I was training the other day with those two, just to get the feel back. You know how you tap a button and then you hold the button to do different moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was playing Ryu and Ken a little bit. On the down low. Remember when you told me, "Oh, where have you been?" I'm like, working, but I've also been playing Smash in the down low, playing Ryu and Ken only, just so I can get that feel. Oh, they don't turn around. And then to do moves, I gotta tap or press, shit like that. I'm like, oh, I'm ready for Terry now.
Oh man.
So yeah,
that'd be pretty cool. But also, do you think that can we expect more Mii Fighter custom things where, let's say, like if they don't have certain SNK characters, they'll turn them into a Mii Fighter?
I think maybe Mai's custom might not might not get the approval. I think they might.
No, they can use Mai, but they can't make her have bouncy physics.
Then what's the point?
Well, I mean, if you play regular KOF 2002, her boobs don't jiggle.
Nope.
Which is a trap.
They took it off.
They censored it unless if you played the JPN version, then then they're gonna be moving.
Yeah, it was weird. I remember that. I was like, why is she not bouncing in this one? This one in particular too. Because then the other one came out. Oh, she's bouncing all over the place. Right.
I still really admire the guy's dedication to make it more bouncy every single game, and also.
But don't forget, Mai in Fatal Fury Real Bout, she had a different outfit where she had like an undershirt as well. They could probably give you that.
That's true.
Yeah, they could cover her up. I don't think it's too difficult if they were to go that route. But also, a lot of people was like, oh, so can Terry have like a alternate form, like how, like certain characters is like, all right, you have this, but you have this character that fights exactly similar to Terry. So then people's like, oh, why don't you just throw Rock Howard in the game since he's not that much different from Terry and shit. So I'm like,
I don't think Max's heart can take that.
Can you imagine? It'd be like, oh, here's Terry. Oh, here's this Echo Fighter. Fucking Rock Howard. Like, what? No, dude. Please don't do that to that man.
They do have very similar moves, though.
They do, but their normals are different. That's the problem.
Yeah, to a certain degree, and they could add like little different animations just for that Echo Fighter. I don't think it would be that difficult either.
I mean, hell, they did it for Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ken has similar move, but then his normals are different. They actually did Ken's normals.
And they also gave him his crazy kicks.
They gave him his crazy kicks too.
Yeah, so it's anything is possible at this point when it comes down to it. But I just don't know how much source material SNK has allowed Nintendo to get away with.
Being the way they are, it seems okay. This is what I'm thinking. But being the way that they're handling their things now, like Terry and Fexel, Sam Show here, you can have Haomaru and Soul Calibur. Like they're just throwing their things all over the place. Like, go ahead and use it. They seem like they're being mad generous.
Iori the Million
Author. Like they are being mad generous right now, so they probably were like, do whatever the hell you want. We literally turned Terry into a girl the other day. You think we care? Like, oh dang, dude. That's why I'm happy. I'm like, dude, they're gonna put in like 30 plus songs just like they did with Castlevania.
I think they will.
Konami. Even though I still hate Konami to this day, but yeah, dude, he's gonna come in packed, bro. He ain't gonna be no cloud, that's for damn sure. He's gonna come in packed.
They just better put the saxophone from Kings of Fighters 97. That's all
I watched the saxophone
Yori!
2, I think it was.
Huh?
I'm watching those saxophone 2, I think it was.
2. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
The one, bro.
Yeah, I really want that one. I would like Sadistic Eyes, maybe? I do like that one too. I want Chizuru's theme as well, Fairy. I really enjoyed that one. Obviously Geese Howard's themes.
Geese Howard has to be in it.
Now,
which condiment?
All of them. Just mix it, all of it.
Yeah.
And make a new one of their own.
Yeah. Dude. Oh man, Terry's gonna come in beefed up with music.
Yeah. Nelson, do you think you'll only have Fatal Fury and maybe like KOF music? Do you think you'll have other SNK games as well?
It's a small chance, unless, like I was saying before, unless if they implement the Mii Fighters to add other various SNK characters that were not in the cut, like how how they showed Andy, Joe, Nakamaru, Gi, Sayori, Kyo, and they didn't make it into the cut. If they implement it in that sense, then yeah, the other musics from other SNK games will be in there. I don't see an issue why it wouldn't be.
That's what I was gonna say, because Nakaruru had her theme in the trailer, so I was like, are we gonna get it in actual Smash?
No, I definitely don't see an issue with it being in there, but I would love to, like I said, just have like if it's just catered to just Terry, then just have the Fatal Fury music from various games. Have a couple of like the boss characters thing like Geese Howard's. Have Krauser's music. Oh my god, I would cry if they put Krauser's fucking symphony music in the game.
Do you want the first one, which was like based on a real song, or do you want the new song that they put in real
symphony? No, the symphony one when you find them in Fatal Fury 2.
Okay, you want that one. That one's an actual song.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. I know it's a classical song. They might be able to get away with it because I think it might be public domain by now. What? Who knows?
Yeah, it's like they should put that. Probably maybe. I don't know about Rugel's theme. I do not know.
I need Rugel's theme. I need it.
But we were talking specific the Capcom vs SNK, which is the one we want.
Lord God, I would like that one. I mean, I love his original theme as well, but I really like that one. I'm just saying,
like, with that one is like, no, let's fight.
Yeah. Like that's just straight up end game boss music to me. But that's fine.
Dude.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see at what, 8 o'clock in the morning?
8 o'clock in the morning.
Fucking work. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, God, man. Oh, man, I am losing my mind. Should I go to work tomorrow or should I not?
No. Go to work. It's not that serious.
Oh, dude. Oh, it is serious when it comes to that.
No. I care about money more than me playing a fucking game.
I also care about money more than the game.
Dude, we are on different boats right now because I care more about fucking playing a game.
Nah, see, because when you're at my perspective of my age, your ass is gonna need the money more than a fucking game. I'm telling you right now. I could be hyped for like, let's say, what game is coming out?
Neo 2?
Yeah. So let's say like Neo 2. I'm very anticipated waiting that game, but I am not taking a day off for work. I am not taking a week off for work like these motherfuckers be doing on Call of Duty. So they can get up on the leaderboards.
No, I don't care about leaderboards.
Gotta get on the leaderboards. Gotta get on the leaderboards for Call of Duty. Gotta get on the leaderboards for NFL, whatever the year is.
I don't do weeks. I just take the day, like the release date, and I'll be like, yeah.
Mind you, it's on a random ass Wednesday. Of all nights, it's on a random ass
Wednesday.
Can
they know what they're doing.
Can I just say Nintendo has gotten too powerful because they think they could just put whatever they want on whatever day, whatever hour. They don't have a set schedule for these things.
No, they don't. But the thing is, people eat the shit up.
Yeah.
Just like how they're eating.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to set my alarm for this.
See, exactly. so.
And here's me, I'm trying to sleep because of this shit.
You know, they're doing it with the Pokemon thing. They're doing it with they did it with the Luigi's Mansion. They're doing it with the No More Heroes. It's random as fuck. Like, you don't know when it's gonna happen, but when it does come out, your ass is gonna make the time out of whatever you're doing to fucking see it or play it.
They're gonna be like, you better stay home.
This time around that they gave us like 4 days in advance.
Yeah.
Usually they give you tomorrow. Just sort yourself out.
Right? Like, oh, get ready tomorrow. Like, what?
Yeah,
no!
Yeah. Like, I still remember the E3 with like, yeah, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is coming out right now, so go buy it. That got me. That one really got me.
Don't you remember when they did it to us with Ryu and Roy back in Smash 4?
Yeah, and they haven't stopped since.
Here's the trailer for Ryu and Roy and Lucas. Oh shit! When did they release? Today, right now. Go get. I'm like, the stores are closed, motherfucker. I can't go to the store, go get a card, and right now. Yeah, dude. Oh god, that's ridiculous. Terry though. Terry at 8 in the morning. Oh, I'm not gonna be okay after that.
Like, is there a specific, like, thematic thing for this? Like, did the first Fatal Fury come out today or something?
I'll tell you right now.
That's a good question.
Because, like, I think they showed the trailer for Mega Man on the day he his first game released?
November 25th, 1991.
Oh, the 25th. Okay.
What the hell is with the 6th?
I don't know.
What the? Okay.
Then I definitely don't know.
Yeah, none of the Fit of Fury games, none of the real bouts, none of them on that specific day.
Okay. Okay.
Random ass Wednesday. Oof. Oh, think about it.
I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to be on the receiving end of SNK long limbs.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I've been training you with that whip, haven't I?
Gosh. Also, don't say that.
Ooh! Sorry, Richter. You know, it's fucking Richter, dog. It's Richter. I'm sorry.
I know,
He's
I
cool
know.
as fuck. Richter's party whip is badass. I'm sorry. But yeah, dude, like, yeah, Richter has been there. He told me to master the guy, so now I give you the length, the reach. And that, Terry is
get an agreement with Konami and tell
fuck
them
those guys, man.
to allow Victor's skeleton to be used for whip, and just change all of her specials.
Yeah. Oh man.
There you go.
God.
There's the Echo Fighter for Terry. He gave you whip instead.
God, man. I'll be so happy. But no, fuck Konami, man. I'm telling you, never again.
I know.
They thought they were gonna get me with the stupid collection with Rondo and no, you don't do that. Anyway, fuck them. It's about Terry. It's Terry. Talk about this Terry, dude. I think I'm gonna bite the dust, man. I'm not gonna...
Don't do it.
Oh God!
Grant, don't do it.
Oh God!
Don't do it.
I want to give you that ass whooping early. I mean, I'm just playing.
You probably will. Let's be serious here.
We'll be like, dude, 9 o'clock. I have him. Let's go.
One, I hate fighting you, Terry, in the KOF games, and two, I'm not a morning person.
He's gonna be extra nimble in this one. Fast falling and whatnot.
Back dash into aerial burn and knuckle. No, that's not fair.
Dude,
that's illegal.
We're gonna get Capcom vs SNK a la Marvel vs Capcom style.
No, none of you should be calling out for work. Not you, Daniel, not Megasonic, none of y'all watching this, nah.
Megasonic, he's there! Yo! Did you do it for Banjo? That's my question. Did you do it for Banjo? Did he not go to work for
I
Banjo?
think so. I think he may have.
Oh, he went? He went to work?
No, he didn't go to work.
There you go. There's my reason, so I'm not going. Fuck that. He didn't go for Banjo.
No. Smart one, please, and go to work. Like, it is not that serious for one character.
Hey, but it's my character. It's my character. This whole DLC lineup I've been fucking shit.
Hold on. So this is your character. You have a Neo Geo?
No.
Okay, so then it's not your character. I can
No.
I can claim it as mine. I own it.
No. Don't give me that technical bullshit. Don't give me that technical bullshit. No, don't give me that. I've only been a Nintendo guy, so I play Fatal Fury in Super Nintendo. I'm sorry.
And this is an arcade guy. You're not going to win.
I got the original cart right here. So
Good.
You gotta support SNK at its core. 91. Let's go. 91.
I had it in Super Nintendo. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not going to play in 91. I was one in 91. Yeah, sure. Let me do this short hop as a 1-year-old that can't even walk all that well.
I was about what? Maybe 2, 3?
Oh damn. But yeah, again, if it's not a full game, then I would not recommend taking a day's off of work. It's just a character. It's just a character. I'm telling you. Think about it. You're gonna bite yourself in the ass. You could have made however much money for that day and have extra. And then when you're short on a day, you're like, damn, why the fuck was I short on a day? Oh, right, I wasted almost like 10 plus hours playing Terry Bogard in the game when I could have waited.
That sounds tempting already!
See?
Terry, dude, it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be fucking hype. Anyway, we'll see what happens. It's already at an 80% where I'm like, I'm not sleeping tonight.
Nah, I'm definitely going to bed. I'm definitely gonna wake up, do what I gotta do, take my sweet ass time, and let people play the game, and then I'll think about getting the character.
Yeah, like, I'm not getting the character, I'm just doing it direct. So I'm thinking, like, do I even have to be there at the time? I can just watch the recording and do it then.
You can do it when the live recording is over, so there's no buffering. And then you'll have like easy feed to pause, rewind. You can speculate, go back and forth. It'll be easier for you to handle.
Right.
Like you can watch the live recording, that's fine. But then if you want to like do a podcast on it, you should just wait for like the pre-recording where there's no buffer, and then you know.
Yeah. Like I did say earlier, I'm waiting for everyone else to get the character because I'm not getting them. So either way, I'm going to be waiting, whether or not I do this early or I do this later.
See, and I could be the one who helps.
Stop!
I could be the one that helps,
Stop.
bro. I've always been the one that helps.
Stop.
See, now he's trying to influence you by getting you a character for what is it, $5.99 plus tax or something?
No, I'm talking about more like he's gonna be already on my Switch because I have the Fighter's Pass. He's gonna be there. We could just play.
Did I see the Pokemon leaks? Yes and no. Yeah, kinda, cause like, I know people that like Pokemon that have seen the leaks. But it's not a particular big deal for me because I don't play Pokemon. I've always been more of a Digimon fan, but there's that. And, yeah, so I'm not too worried about the Pokemon leaks or whatever's going on with Pokemon in general.
Ooh, blasphemy.
But because I don't like the one Nintendo product.
No, I'm gonna follow you up on that. I'm more of a Digimon person myself.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, I was all about the DG evolution, War Greymon, Garurumon. Oh, of course I was. So let me not say anything. But yeah, I get you. Agumon being the badass that he was and turning into.
I just appreciate that I got new characters or characters got older and like didn't stay 10 for the plus 10 years. Yeah. Also, they accomplished something.
I think he's 14, I believe, in every season.
I don't know. I don't know where Ash has gone outside of like he got the one win finally.
I really need somebody to explain that to me, but nobody can. So.
Later.
Explain what?
Why Ash never ages in every single thing that he goes to.
Well, he does age, but it's slight alterations, and plus from what I've been hearing random things is that they have different people, like different artists, have their look upon what they want Ash to look like. So sometimes he might not look like he's aged. Just like how there was like the run-on joke, like, oh, he finally won the the Pokemon League after like 20 plus years or some shit like that. So
yeah, but the thing is, doesn't Pokemon start with the narrator saying, "Oh, here's Ash, 14-year-old boy, like what?"
Yeah, that's absolutely 100% correct. And then after a few seasons of the series being out, different various artists started taking over, and they started, started being more better animations, or probably a little bit more sloppier and sluggish. So it's different takes of what people want Ash to look like. Because if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Ash have like a little pencil-drawn mustache now? If I'm not mistaken,
actually don't know. Like, I've seen the one design where, like, he's now wearing blue, like, jacket that's, like, zipped up the entire time.
Let's
and that's it.
I don't know.
The thing is,
I feel the same way, but it's just weird,
So in the beginning series, he just has, like, the Z symbols on his face. Okay, so, no, he still has the Z symbols with no facial hair, but it's a different, artist that drew him. That's why it looks like he has a mustache.
Oh, okay.
So it's a different interpretation of Ash. In my honest opinion, the newest look of how Ash looks like shit compared to the old school ones. The old school ones is by far the best looking one. By far.
I also agree, but it's neither here or there.
Because I'm looking at all the Ashes from 1997 all the way to like the end. And he just looks the best in 97 and 2002. That's it. Everything else looks like shit.
But he's still 14 though, that's the problem.
That's fine, let him be whatever the hell he wanna be.
But what the hell is Pokemon fucking The Legend of Zelda where it's just an incarnation of the hero or some
shit?
The thing
is like, okay, he's 14, I get it, but like they're making new discoveries for Pokemon at all times in that show, and they acted like years have passed.
So what? It's not sequels. We shouldn't see them as sequels. It's just these are all prequels.
So look. So get this. So he's 14 years old in what? Season 1?
I think so.
Season 1, right? So in the latest season that he's a part of now, he's 10 years old.
What?
Oh my god! What the fuck is happening?
So he's going backwards.
So hold on, I'm about to look up the original Ash Ketchum. Hold on.
This guy, man.
Hold on, like that. This is what I'm telling you. Like, there's different interpretations. You're like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Okay. Speaking of interpretations and just weird interpretations, Daniel, I forgot to ask you. So, about that Chips the Buff.
Yo.
Why is he so slow?
I have no idea. But the first thing that came to mind, we're at the School of Fitness, bro.
Gosh, like what? Why? Like he.
Yo.
What kind? Why is he juicing? I thought he was off the drugs.
Dude, he's buff, and he was low health character back then. I don't know if he's gonna be low health character this time. He's still low health. Oh, that makes no fucking sense. But okay.
Yeah, the muscles are for nothing. Like they showed you a match with him and Potemkin, and Potemkin still waxed him super early.
Dude, dang, swole!
Wait. See, now my head is being blown to fuck right now. So apparently, in the very first season of Pokemon, he's supposed to be 10 years old.
So he went from 10 to 14 to 10.
So hold on. So 10 years old, he did all the 7 regions in a year. And they're saying that he's supposed to be 17 years old by the final one that we're up to now, right? 17? And then another theory is saying that as of January 28th of 2019, in the latest thing, he's only 12 years old. So 2 years passed by? Wait, what? Yo,
okay, so now it's like 10, 14, 10. It's 10, 17, 12.
That's what I'm saying, man. And here's my theory. That motherfucker died when he got struck by lightning at the beginning of the fucking show. Nothing is happening. He's a ghost. He's a goddamn ghost.
Ghost.
In purgatory. He's in purgatory. He ain't trying to die.
Let's let go through like all the characters actually dead theories, okay?
Yeah, he's in denial.
I'm sure you dealt with that enough in like Majora's Mask, and
I love
and
that
like
fucking game,
Final Fantasy VIII. And the Rugrats.
Dude, oh man, Majora's Mask, that's my game.
We don't have to go there with these, and then the character's actually dead.
He's dead! I don't want to hear it! How the fuck you not age?
Marketing. With the power of marketing.
Fuck that guy, bro. Like, anyway. That's why when it comes to Pokemon, I only saw most of the first season, and then from there I just cut. I was like, nah, I'm done. I was like, what is this Digimon?
He only became stoned in the one movie, and that's because they like didn't want to actually kill him.
And you're telling me that the tears of the Pokemon brought him back to life? Yeah. Fuck that. At least when Digimons died, they actually died. Remember Leomon?
Yeah, I remember.
That was the saddest thing ever. That dude died. He didn't turn back into an egg.
Nah, he was gone.
He was gone. Jerry was devastated. Anyway. That was in what? I think that was the New Adventure. It was like or anyway, season 3.
I know he also died in with the first set kids in season 1.
Poor Leo, bro. Leo, mom. Always being a hero. Yeah. God, man. Yeah, he died and he was done. Poor Leo. Meanwhile, they were always teaching us that if a Digimon dies, they go back to their egg and restart.
Not this time.
Hell no, no.
except when you like the character.
Except the one you really like. God damn. Oh yeah. Yeah, and then you go to Adventure 2. The original kids are grown up as fuck.
Have you seen Digimon Adventure Try? I have.
Frontier was badass. I like Frontier a lot. I like how we went from Terry Booger into Digimon.
I've been trying to bring it back, and I can't.
Bring it back! Because Terry Booger...
I've at least tried to bring it back to fighters when I talked about Chip just now. And like just how ridiculous he looks.
I want to talk about how Chip is mad fucking swole, which looks like he's been in the gym for like the last 10 years with a hyperbolic time chamber for like 5 actual days. Like, what's going on with Chip, yo? Seriously.
That's why I was like, why is he juicing? I thought he was off the drugs.
That shit is baffling me. And then on top of that, Potemkin looks like a fucking Hugo character now. Like, he's mad jacked, he's mad tall, he has muscles in places that he shouldn't be having muscles at.
One of my favorite comments was, why is Chip looking like a brick house and yet he's still made out of glass?
I get that, yeah.
Oh, low health, motherfucker.
I get it. But the thing is, he's a very high execution character, so
high execution, high agility, high movement.
But let's talk about how Potemkin Super takes you up to the gods.
that was hype. That was fucking hype.
He takes you to the gods, like that's incredibly high in the sky.
Yeah.
What my first thought was like, do you want this, man? They were like, nah, you can keep it. All right, I'm going back down. But whoa! This fucking breaks your back. Fuck it, you're done. They don't want you. I don't want you either. Die. Just breaks your back. That was pretty hype, dude. Like, oh shit.
Every time I see a character that like they really did some great stuff with the character this time around, I'm just baffled by the way Chip looks. Like I know they weren't going to do much with Potemkin because like he just got a redesign, so they're probably not going to do much outside of touch up the minor details to it.
Yeah, the modern details made him taller.
But he's more mech. He's more mech looking now. You see the components on his face and stuff like that.
It's like the weird sparky things that pop out, and then he does like the weird electric barrier thing.
Does he always have the Gatlin power bunkers in XR?
Yeah, it was like a command grab. It's like his command grab.
But this is like the one that we was looking at is very more detailed because you see each bullet round going off.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what's going on. I thought it was just like the old school gauntlet that he had before.
Nah, it's definitely like a 6-bullet chamber gauntlet that he has on his wrist.
Okay, I know like he had that side.
Wow. You know what someone just pointed out to me mad randomly?
What?
On fucking Twitter. Why the hell does Chip Zuniv look as buff as Ralph and Clark from KOF 13? I am done.
I'm done. I'm done. That's
Ralph and Clark from KOF 13 was brawling as shit.
Yeah, and that's my favorite look of them. I really enjoy those two.
There was a reason why I barely played that one because I was like, damn, Terry looks like a fucking meat stick right here. Look at this motherfucker, big as fuck. What have you been doing, bro? Yeah, that game looks amazing. God.
It's an amazing looking game and it plays amazing.
Like, holy crap. Chip's that.
You think they will put 13 on Switch? Like there might be a cross promotion for that.
Like,
maybe.
I mean, right now I heard a while back that Nintendo and SNK are having like sweet love, and they're just throwing all the SNK things that they can on the Switch.
Yeah, because they they put up the arcade collections of, I think, all of the original trilogy of Fatal Fury by now.
Yes. Yeah. I think all the real bouts are there.
All the real bouts are there as well.
No, not the real bouts. I have the original one, not real bout, like the actual original one is the one.
Okay.
I haven't checked like ever since after that one. I was like, I don't do that. I'm good with this one. But I know KOFs are there, right? To what number though?
I think 98, maybe.
I know there's a couple Sam shows.
I know 94 is there. I know 96 is there. I know 97 is there.
I know there's a couple Sam shows there too.
A couple Sam shows are there. So I think they might. They could totally put 13 there if they wanted to. Because it's a sprite-based game, like the resources can't be that difficult for the Switch to handle.
but what they put is the arcade version of them. Like you can't even mess with the options or anything. So.
They might be able to put 14 on there because that's not incredibly graphic heavy as well. And they just put Sam Show, which is even more graphic heavy.
And I believe SNK Heroines has the same engine, doesn't it?
I think it does, and they also adjusted how the light works so that it looks a whole lot better than 14 does.
Right.
So maybe they could go back, touch up 14 a bit more, and put it on Switch. I could see them doing that.
That's possible.
With the whole Terry crap is about to happen.
I just can't see them. I just can't see them just putting him out and not doing something else. If it's going to be this long.
It's probably going to be that, like, oh, here's Terry, moves, stage, explanation, backstory. Oh, in the eShop, you're going to have these SNK games as well. Like, oh, shit, here we go.
Or maybe a sale for, the ones
that yeah, probably. Yeah, it'll probably be all that information about SNK thing. So, who knows?
Nelson, I have a question for you since I asked this to Daniel the other day. Now that we have both SNK and Capcom in here, do you think we could get Capcom vs SNK music?
Oof, that's kind of a long stretch because now you're pulling more resources than you need to, and Capcom does not have a bad relationship with Nintendo, so I don't see the problem why that wouldn't be. But again, you're pulling music from a different Versus series that you're only supposed to be catering to one character, so I don't know how far that reach is gonna go in terms of that, of them pulling it that, because then if you think about it, then that means you might as well just get CVS1, CVS2, and SVCKS music.
Well, yeah, but I know people have a ridiculously stupid amount of love for the True Love making song.
I don't know if they're gonna go that hard. Like the most like realistic theory that I can say that they can go to is Fatal Fury, probably real bout music, probably various KOF games that are popular to the I guess you could say the Mexicans, the Singapore, China, Ecuador, and
everywhere but America.
Everywhere but America. To catering to them, they'll pick their favorite game franchises and they'll select those specific stage music. Because here in America, we do play KOF, but not as hard as out in the other countries. Like they play this shit religiously of Kings of Fighting. That's all they know. And I commend them, don't get me wrong, because KOF is a technical fucking game.
Someone has to hold it down if we're not going to be getting coverage out here for it. Someone has to be holding it down, and they're the ones doing it, so I can't even be mad. At least someone's playing these games and making sure that they continue to be made.
Yeah, but shout-outs to Luis Chow, who lives in California, holding it down for the KOF community. Shout-outs to Pachu, the rest of the people that goes to Brooklyn Video Games that still supports the game and stuff like that. But it's not that many Americans or people who move from wherever country they was to come to America to still play the game as much as they do in the past. But again, SNK is very foreign to a lot of people here, and no offense, but we only know, out of an American standpoint, it's either an early stage of KOF, Metal Slug, or Puzzle Bobble. Everything else we had to legitly going hard to find out about Sam Show, to going hard to find out about Last Blade, Power Instinct, and all these other fucking games. We didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I had absolutely no idea what RF Fighting was. I knew what Fatal Fury was. I knew what KOF was because of that. But when I looked at Rio's team, I had absolutely no idea who he was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know who he was. I didn't know Geese was part of that. I didn't know, like, King was part of that. I didn't know a lot of those RF Fighting characters at all. I just thought, okay, well, I guess they're just, like, show characters. I don't know.
Right, so it's
Team Shoto. He's like, this is Team Shoto, we good.
You know, and hopefully, you know, they don't try to make some other characters that would just be like trolly, because some people would be like, oh, if you add Terry Bogard into the game, you get the Mii characters. Again, this was what someone randomly was saying. You might as well just give the Mii fighters Rio and Dan Hibiki. I was like, why are you trying to be a troll that hard for? Like, seriously, just because they're bite-off characters of each other? Like, come on. Like, this... There's no need
if you
for
want
that.
to do that, like, just change your character to pink and put the already, like, Smash-style gi that you could already wear.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
that's the problem. I mean, the trolling people got what they wanted already once with Sans Mii.
Yeah, and they got a premium costume for it.
Yeah, they got a premium costume plus a song. Like,
yeah.
So they're just gonna keep trying. They're gonna keep trying to do what they do.
Yeah, but again, I do not mind all these video game characters guest appearing in Smash, because it's a good way to kind of preserve video game history and also school people that's a part of the new generation of fighters or whatever of video game history to be like, oh, you know, we added Banjo-Kazooie. You don't know what he's about? All right, let's bring down the history of why he's important to be in our game.
There is a person on Twitter that gave like a 10-page like Twitter report of who Terry was and why he and SNK is so important to the history of video games as a whole, as to why he's important, because some people just didn't know who he was. Same thing with he was doing that for Banjo as well. He did it for Ryu and Ken, and I think he may have did it for Bayonetta as well. So I would love if more people could do that, and not just like you have to go to a specialized YouTube channel, like the one guy that does the history of fighters, and he does like a lot of Mortal Kombat. He does a lot of Darkstalkers as well. But I really think like you shouldn't have to go to a YouTube channel just to get this information. You probably should have just played the game, or like maybe have gone to like a website or a message board instead of just saying who cares about this character. If they're in, maybe you should just do a little bit of research on the character. I don't like Joker, but I understand the importance of his series of Persona and as a whole SMT. And I can understand, like, okay, he's in for that purpose. I would rather an SMT character or someone of more historically importance, but understand he is the flavor of the month for that crowd. So he gotta be in. His game is selling that much. He has to be. It was the same whole deal with Refit Trader, where people thought this character was worthless and shouldn't be in. Where like it was a driving force for the Wii, and how a lot of first-party Wii games got off the ground because it made so much money. So I hope like with this, especially like with that stage, we can get a bunch of characters showing up. Maybe we can get Mii costumes for the Miis, the representative of various characters. Like I personally would like if the fighter Mii got Geese's costume. I would love
probably fighter Mii is probably gonna get Kyo if they do it.
That is another possibility.
Yeah.
It's not out of the way either. Like I said, they might just add the characters that was featured in the trailer, that didn't make the cut, and they might become Mii fighters. It might just be that, you know. I could see that like 100% happening.
Yeah, I could definitely see like Nakaru or Haru being a sword Mii fighter.
Yeah, Mii sword fighter.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I'm trying to see what else can you possibly predict or would want for this character.
I would think he might have his own unique outro. Like how Joker has his own unique one.
How Joker, yeah, probably.
I think he might have like
he's gonna have his own outro for sure.
Yeah, I think he might like have like a KOF style outro where like if you are on a team, it'll show your team and then him.
And then his text box.
Yeah, I think he might actually have that.
That's a strong possibility. Let's see. I'm trying to really think. We said the music. We already said what moves we would want. The possibilities of strikers, possibility of stages, possibilities of other characters coming in a different form. Whether if it's an Echo Fighter or Mii fighters. Yeah, they've already expressed other interests in other music OSTs from other SNK games. There's really not much left to go on actually right now because they do have his original voice. That hasn't changed. And he looks really good for his render. Like, I have to stress that a lot. Like, he looks insanely good for his render.
Now, you could tell he's been updated to like, oh, we've been working on Smash. The first generation characters look like ass. And then, look at this guy. He looks really good, you see that in the DLC pack. Like, what?
Like, I think his facial animations are just far better than a lot of the cast.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, they probably gave, like I said, SNK gave like probably the 100% full go on the source material to make, you know, a one-to-one representation of what Terry's supposed to be. And that's very good that they did that, because not many companies are very, you know, fond of giving like 100% thing. Like, a lot of people was hyped when Cloud came into Smash, and they was like, "Yo, wait a minute! Like, what kind of Cloud we getting?" So you got both regular Cloud and Advent Children Cloud. You also got the stage, you got the summons, you got only 2 songs, which I think is kind of lackluster.
He's great. His stage is great. His music is terrible.
Yeah, that was a really bad.
That was a bit of a letdown.
And then if you want to go into technical crap, here in Ultimate, we got no Final Fantasy spirit whatsoever.
Yeah.
No. So they shouldn't focus more on that. But again, it could have just been that Square Enix wasn't like fully on board of giving like that much source material for a Cloud.
Yeah.
Right.
And here's everyone now speaking in English except Cloud.
Except Cloud, yeah. And that's why I wanted Chrono. But whatever.
Whatever. But they're trying to keep it in the realm of not like characters that's from like different things, but they're trying to make sure that the characters that he does import in the game has some type of history with Nintendo or some type of importance to gaming in general. So that's the reason why like he's specifically choosing certain characters, like, you know, the Piranha Plant with Joker, with Terry, with what is the other fucking character? Banjo.
Hero.
Yeah, Hero from Dragon Quest. So there's a lot of things that people want. Like, a lot of people were saying like, oh, can you put Ryu from Breath of Fire? Can you put in what's the other fucking, like, Chrono from Chrono Trigger? Can you put
all I'm saying that Chrono could be a thing now because we have Toriyama art up in this bitch, so I don't want to hear it.
They also was mentioning that can we put like Star Ocean characters in the game? Can we have you know, more other like non-main characters from like various games that we already know and love from Nintendo that should be in a fighting game that probably never made it? You know, there's a lot of possibilities and a lot of potential that they can do for Smash.
but what it seems like what they're going is, like you said, is like, oh, they're going for whatever is good right now in a gaming environment. Like, oh, Final Fantasy, oh, well, here you go, Cloud. Fucking
give me one
Cloud
moment, but keep talking.
Like,
yeah.
So the next best thing, they're probably gonna do the whole Doom Slayer thing, because Doom is like a whole big thing right now.
Yeah, but Doom does have a significant importance, but I don't see him being converged into a Nintendo fighter because of the excessive violence that he brings in to the series. He's a gunsman. Like he's nothing but brutal and death. There's no, as far as I know, there's no one in Smash Brothers that kills.
Bayonetta, Snake.
Well, Bayonetta kills demons that turn into pixie dust. And Snake is in the game because, you know, he was on Nintendo consoles for a while.
Yeah, but his games is killing literally military dudes.
Yeah, that's true. And putting them to sleep, killing them, yeah.
Snapping necks, putting their bodies up. Yeah, whatever.
Which character are you talking about?
No, because he's saying that the Doom Slayer is weird because, you know, he kills demons and does killing things. I'm like, well, we have Snake and Bayonetta now.
Yeah, and they're allowing characters to get more and more violent in a way.
In a way. So
you know who I would want to be in the game? Just bring Conquer. Bring Conquer.
I've said that so many times, but yeah.
You know you would have to be fighting between. Okay, here's Conquer, but can we actually allow him to curse?
No. Just bleep him out. Bleep him out like you do in the 64. Yeah, okay. Just like you do in the 64 version. Bleep him out.
I'm totally fine with it.
You mean the Xbox version? Because 64 actually cursed.
No. The Xbox version, you wasn't able to curse until you beat the game one time because they forced you to play the game, so you couldn't just bullshit your way. The 64 version, you can have curses if you unlock it the same way as you do in the original Xbox. It's not like you can't just turn it on and there's cursing. There's a lot of bleeping because I just played it recently on stream, and there is bleeping, but. When you beat the game one time, it acts as you warning, this is excessive cursing, it's not suitable for kids, blah, 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 blah. Would you like to allow it? You hit yes, and then you just hear everything full motion. One of the first games that pushes the boundary, but yeah.
Amazing. I remember when I bought that game, thinking that.
This is a regular platformer just like the others.
I
know this company. It's rare. They're wholesome.
And how did I come to play this? My uncle had it rented, and I was like, whoa! And I never got to see any of the crazy stuff. And then, okay, I want that game. When I bought it, look at me now, swearing like a sailor.
He was going to be regardless of that game.
Oh man.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what other game that could possibly make it into Smash. Because once you saw Persona 5 in the game, there's a lot of potential.
Yeah,
because no one saw that shit coming.
For me, Bayonetta was that back on Wii U. Like, I don't know why. This has to be a troll. This has to be because Max was trying to rally people for it. I don't know. But like, this doesn't seem like it was going to be a thing until otherwise. And yeah, I feel like Joker was that as well.
It made sense for Bayonetta to be in the game because legitly Nintendo said, you know what, we're buying out Platinum.
Yeah.
That's it. So that was obviously the thing to be expected with that.
I just thought she was too new of a character, and then I'm seeing Joker, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even care about this anymore.
He just gave up.
I give up. I don't even care about this anymore. So long as like there is some historical ties to Nintendo and to video gaming as a whole.
Yeah.
Even if you have to be a new representative, I don't care anymore. I just need to know your reasons.
As long as they don't go stupid and add in like dumb characters like what people want, like fucking Goku and Naruto.
No. They're not gonna add anime characters. They made mention they're only gonna add characters that actually had importance in video game history. Which is what they're keeping their point on. So that's always good.
A lot of people keep fighting for the fact that like Goku is important to video game history, and like.
But he's not. He's important to anime. He's important to anime history. He's not important to video game history at all. Not by the slightest bit. Let's see. Who's another? What's another franchise from Nintendo?
I would like him, but like according to a leaker, he's not going to be in, and that was Ryu Hayabusa.
That's impossible. It's impossible. Reason being is because it's not like, you know, Ninja Gaiden was never on Nintendo consoles at all. He was.
Yeah, the original trilogy was.
Right, but the thing is that a lot of people are saying, like, can we bring that? Can we probably just bring someone similar that's a part of, like, a past with a different name and not just Ryu Hayabusa? Can we just find, like, a different character? Like how in Shinobi, you have one character and then you have another character from the PlayStation 2 era, but you get to unlock the old school one.
Did you have two characters from the PlayStation 2 era?
You did. You had the original character that you start out with, and then you had the old school one from the Genesis that you had to unlock.
That's what you mean. That's what you mean.
Yeah. So it's all depending with that, but I doubt Ryu Hayabusa would make the cut because a lot of people was like, oh, add Ryu Hayabusa, add Master Chief, add you know, such and such. I'm like, you guys are going way too hard. Like they never touched Nintendo.
Master Chief is like a little bit too strong there.
I mean, it wouldn't really matter at the end of the day, but it's just the fact that Master Chief is a part of video game history, but not in the same
history.
But not a part of Nintendo history. So it's not gonna make sense to identify him as such.
Yeah, and for me personally, Banjo is the Xbox rep, as far as I'm concerned, because he's owned by them.
I mean, you could say that, right?
Yeah.
Because
like,
if that's
it's
the
not,
case,
it's not
then...
like Rare is holding
right
now. It's Microsoft.
Yeah, but Microsoft said
Microsoft
that
also like gave their blessing on it.
Yeah, they don't have a problem because if you haven't heard recently, there's a lot of Microsoft games going to the Switch.
Yep.
So they made that partnership a long time ago.
Force is one of them.
Yep. So they're making good moves. Like Nintendo's coming back strong. When the Switch dropped, they was thinking like super long term. They made such smart decisions with that console. Like I was very excited to get one recently because I had bought my fiance one in the past, and when you see the lineup, like just recently I got River City Girls. That game is godlike.
Yeah, this man over here has been playing it here and back.
Non-stop, bro. That game is badass. I don't want to hear that.
That game is straight godlike, and it has a lot of homage to like the actual River City games and the fucking Double Dragon series.
Double Dragon. Don't spoil nothing.
For ages, a lot of people was like, I want a new River City game, but I can't stand this art style. It's getting dated. You keep using the same old sprites. Can you please
just way forward with their badassery and
just update it? Just make it look different. Just don't ruin it though. But like, can you do something else that's not this? It's starting to feel like a cop out. So it's like, all right, we'll do something different.
Right.
And there's another River City on the works already.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already made mention of that. That's true.
You play as like the rival of Kunio-kun or whatever. I'm like, what the?
That's a good direction to possibly take it.
But is this gonna be as good as River City Girls? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, River City Girls is a definite unique game with the way how the story is with the manga presentation, which I like. You know, I also like the fact that, really good. And then all the characters talk. Like that is so fucking cool. Like it took mad pride in the voice animations for that, and it's a solid game. I'm still getting into it though. But let's try to stay on track because we went too far with Pokemon and all this other crazy shit. So
I mean, if anything, we should probably be wrapping this up.
Alright, so final thoughts for everyone, and yeah.
Final thoughts for me is he's probably going to have a lot, if not all of his moves, or like his moves are going to chain into a normal that's like one of his specials or something. But I think he's going to have everything. I think he's going to be a really good character. I think, honestly, a lot of people that may be playing Ryu and such might switch over to Terry because one of the main concerns for Ryu is that like he's kind of slow and his limbs aren't like all that great for Smash. And I think given the way like an SNK character can hit you from a third of the screen, he might be really, really good. And I think he's going to I think he's probably going to have his Garo costume. I don't think he's going to get his others. As much as I honestly wouldn't mind if he had the Fatal Cutie costume. I think he's probably just going to. I think he's just going to get the Garo costume and that's it.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go that hard to go fan service like that. That would be OD. But we'll see. You never know how much source material they're gonna go in on that.
Daniel, yours?
Well, I was like, if they're gonna add the meter, like we thinking that they might do, I hope they keep it nice and simple. They don't go too crazy with the meter, like meter burning your specials, you know. Like I literally don't want a KOF character in Smash. Like I want him to, you know, because Terry's Terry, but I want him to still play like a Smash Brothers character. You know, I don't want to be doing quarter circles and half circles for moves. No, I want him to just be tilts, forward smashes, and up airs, and simple stuff like that.
Well, how else are you supposed to play Terry on your fight stick?
Oh, God. Get a GameCube controller, goddammit. That's a plan. But yeah, like if they're gonna add the meter thing, please keep it simple. I don't want them to go too crazy. And yeah, like if he's gonna have move on top of moves, please let him work. Don't let him be like Belmont's where I can't edge guard people because he keeps latching onto the stage and whatnot. I want him to work. Keep it simple. That's all I want. Like I want to drop every single character I have just to play Terry. Please. That's what I want.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Nelson, how about yours?
Final thoughts. I just hope that the presentation for some of the stages is actually what we had wanted, and that would be great if they do the thing where it was a one-on-one, and then you have the thing where you punch him off the building and he falls off just like geese. That would be really awesome. I hope the presentation for the music that we expect to be in the game is there, and then keep it to original, not some shitty remix version of what it could be. And I guess lastly, we'll see what happens with the creativity of what they do with the character, and let's see what happens with what representation that he will bring to the game as of like extra content, whether if it's Mii fighters, whether if it's new mechanic that they're probably introducing the game, like with the strikers to pick any Smash character or someone from SNK. And I hope he does have some unique outfits, like probably the regular outfit that he has from Fatal Fury 1, probably the outfit when he has his hat on backwards, probably like his old school outfit where he had the sweater version that says New York on it. That would be pretty fucking cool. The Garu outfit would be pretty nice. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how Terry plays. And if he's busted and broken, well, everyone is dropping Hero and Banjo and jumping to Terry.
Not fair, that 14 outfit.
God damn it. Get off of my Terry, people. He's mine now.
Oh, man.
That's my DLC character. I'm waiting for the DLC character that I like.
You're silly.
The whole game is full of characters you like.
True, but this DLC run-up has been ass. I don't like none of them until now. Finally.
Well, good to know that we're going to be getting more after this.
Oh yeah. Monster Hunter's next. Let's go, Monster Hunter! Please! Yeah. Terrible,
I'm not even bothered mentioning my characters. I already said my piece on that. I'm not going to get any of the characters I want. I've given up real quick. Alright. Well, in that case, we'll be signed off soon now. Thank you, Adam, Sleeky Jim, and Megasonic for showing up for this. I really appreciate it. And thank you anyone else that may be watching this on YouTube, or Twitch later. Also, if you have any ideas for podcasts like this, just out of the blue, do let me know. There will be, if you go to my Twitch page, there is a suggestion box for stuff like this, so I do look at it sometimes. So if you have something, you could post it there. You can also post it on Twitter, because I am trying to read that more often. And you could also just leave it in the comment section on YouTube, or on the, I think it's the About page? Whatever little comment section that the actual YouTube page has on its own, that's also fine. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. I'll be taking a look at that, and I'll be waiting for this man after work. After work, to do some matches with him and see what this character is about.
But my question is, are you okay?
I'm not going to answer that, because anyone that ever tries to answer that gets punched in the face.
I be catching my girl with that shit. I be like, hey babe, are you okay? She's like, yeah, you know I'm doing fine. Bust the wall! Bust the wall!
Let's go!
She be getting so dumb too. You're like, you fucking asshole!
Not even lying. That was a slap game at my high school. If you could catch someone with that, just, are you okay? Well.
Yeah.
Just in the face. That's it.
Bust the wall.
Yep. That's it.
Shit.
It's gonna be high game. I'm gonna come up with some things. I'm gonna give him the love I gave to Richter. I can promise you that.
Of course. I'm sure of it. I'm honestly sure of it.
I'm gonna give him that love, man. You probably see me that day one, whoop my ass with him, and I'll be like, I'll be back.
Not even.
And then
I can't wait for Dust to just never play the game anymore.
Wow.
Alright.
He ain't gonna be that good. Come on now.
Okay. For real, people. Take care, everyone. Be safe as usual. Have fun with your games. I'm out. Also, Nelson, do you want to pitch what you're going to be doing?
As of what, tomorrow, or?
In general, because you do your Twitch stuff, so I'm gonna just let you have the floor.
Oh, okay. So, for future streams that we're gonna be trying to do, it's more arcade stuff. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Mugen_Katsuki. I do a lot of retro / arcade streams as of recently. I do keep up with new current games as well, just not as much because, fuck updates. And I'll be doing a lot of theme stuff with group sessions with T-Risk and friends. I'll probably doing like Fighters Night very soon. We'll probably be doing online tournaments very soon as well. I'm getting that organized, and I'm trying to network more so we can get more games for the stream for a little I guess you could say like small community that we do have. So definitely keep an eye on whether if it's T-Risk's channel on Twitch, mine's on Twitch as well, and our little circle of friends.
Yeah, Shin Raven, Curly, Megasonic, of course. You understand?
Yes.
Alright. Then I will be signing off now.